May of 1980, the worst serial killing spree in Toledo started. The Cook brothers terrorized young couples.
Yeah, parents warned their teens not to be out after dark during this period. At least 9 people at the hands of the Cooks were killed. In 2018, Nathaniel Cook was paroled, and now his older brother Anthony is set to have a parole hearing. And this is raising the possibility of the brothers being reunited in their hometown.
Lead investigator Brian Delta has the story.
I would tell him I hope he rots in hell.
He is somebody that probably should stay in jail until his last breath.
Wow. This guy will never stop killing.
This guy is Anthony Cook, likely the most prolific serial killer in Toledo history. By the time police caught him in 1981, Anthony killed 9 people.
All white people. Wow. They're not going to say that.
They're not going to ascribe any racial motivation to this at all.
It's a coincidence he killed all white people. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? When they talk about the serial killer before I saw him, even in my mind, even I know this is bullshit, but I still attributed that a white person would be the most likely serial killer, even though I know it's wrong if you look at like the per capita data. So that's how that's how many brain worms they have. People like living in people's brains, even on Augmentation.
Yeah. This is so he killed all these people in 1980. His brother was involved. His brother's home, and now he's gonna become home probably.
Dude, Sons have been doing this to like white folks for forever. Like this is not a new thing.
Damn.
Yeah, Sons have been owning firearms for
12. Damn. 12 for 12. Unless these are some of the same people. I don't know. It just looks like, yikes. What are the odds, man? What are the odds that he didn't kill one Asian, one Hispanic, one white, just all white?
Nick Tao's back.
Wow.
Javon's in the back.
Yeah, that's
excellent.
This guy is Anthony Cook, likely the most prolific serial killer in Toledo history. By the time police caught him in 1981, Anthony killed 9 people, possibly many more. For more than a year, he and his brother, Nathaniel, terrorized the streets of Toledo.
He's the worst individual, human being I've ever seen, talked to, known, investigated. He's the worst.
I've been doing this job for 48 years.
But he's not racist.
I've not seen too many that are worse than Anthony Cook.
And on December 5th, the parole board could return him to his hometown.
We didn't have the death penalty back then, so they didn't get the death. He didn't get the death penalty. We didn't have life without parole then, so he didn't get life without parole. So he got a sentence that ended with life, but that it had a fixed amount of years, and so that allows him to be eligible for parole. It doesn't mean he'll get parole.
Earlier this month, Bates and family members met with parole board representatives. Every 10 years, a scab is pulled off. Cook has a hearing. But this time, it felt different for Steve Moulton, the brother of Scott Moulton, who was killed by Cook in 1981.
Everything that we learned up till the other day was Anthony Cook is in jail for the rest of his life, period. You know, these parole hearings are going to come up because it's his right. But what we learned is that's not 100% accurate.
Beginning in May of 1980, Anthony and Nathaniel Cook stalked couples who dared to be outside after dark.
He used different weapons to kill the people each time, trying to throw us off. Very careful about their fingerprints and that kind of thing. Wow, used different weapons each time. Like, Jesus Christ, diabolical. We did have fingerprints back then, but we didn't have any DNA or anything we could work with.
Anthony abducted Scott Moulton and his friend, Denise Sikowski, in March 1981. They were sitting in their car at an Oregon apartment. Anthony Cook raped Denise and shot them both.
I can't even fathom what my parents went through, to be, they were in a group, people are in PTA and they're sports boosters, Imagine yourself being in a group called Parents of Murdered Children.
Every murder was vicious, none more so than the killing of Dawn Backus. Anthony scooped up the 12-year-old girl off a street near Bancroft. He and Anthony took her to the abandoned State Theater, raped her, and killed her.
I don't get much worse than that with a little 12-year-old. Pick her up off the street and to do that to her. So they were the most cold-blooded, especially Tony, I've handled thousands. I've had a lot of murders, brutal murders. I've never seen anything like that. I couldn't sleep at night. I got to the point where I hated to go to work when I was working on the series because I knew it was going to be another one.
Nathaniel then stopped killing Anthony Dent, taking at least 6 more lives without his brother. The spree stopped in the fall of 1981. Anthony Cook found Lisa Sawicki and Todd Sabo inside a van near the Ottawa Hills police station. He attacked and tied them up, but Todd got away and freed Leslie. She ran to a nearby apartment and called her father, Peter.
The double shooting took place here, just a quarter of a mile from the Ottawa Hills Police Department. In fact, the village police were one of the first notified about the attempted rape.
Peter Sawicki arrived before police, and Anthony shot and killed him, leaving Todd shot and wounded.
There was a small tree, and he pointed out to me a brown paper bag, and he said that the weapon that killed Mr. Sawicki was in that bag.
Police arrested Cook a month later after an informant reached out to former Detective Frank Stiles, who had a surprising conversation with the serial killer at the police station.
And he says, "What do you think?" He said, "With all your experience, do you think that a guy that could do this kind of thing would ever be able to get out on parole?"
I said, "Hurry, we have to call the police." I said, "This man tried to rape me."
I know we got down to the ground. I can't recall exactly how we did.
In March of 1982, with Leslie and Todd testifying, a jury convicted Cook of Sawicki's murder. Shockingly, Anthony took the stand.
Did you see this on morning, September 18, 1981?
Wow. Did I see it the morning of September 18, 1981?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where'd you see that?
I seen it in my car.
You saw this in your car?
Yes.
What was it doing in your car?
I had shot Sawicki.
Pardon?
I had shot Peter Sawicki.
For more than 15 years, police didn't know Cook's partner in his early crimes until Bates suggested using DNA. She learned about it at a conference where the Sam Shepard case was discussed.
I went to bed, and I tell you what, trite as it sounds, I woke up, it was 3 a.m, and I just was wide awake, and I was like, wow, if they can do this in Cleveland with Sam Shepard, we can do this with the Cooks.
DNA from a previous rape matched Anthony, and it also matched his younger brother, Nathaniel. The Cooks cut a deal. Would tell you our victims, Nathaniel gets out in 20 years.
I picked up a pipe and hit her with the pipe.
On April 3rd, 2000, the brothers gave chilling details about their crimes.
If I tied anybody up, I always took the bindings away.
He would talk just like you and I are talking. Very cool, collect, cold, show no emotion. He was a psychopathic killer. He didn't have any feeling, about killing. He enjoyed it. Tony Cook enjoys killing.
2018, Nathaniel Cook walked free. He lives in Toledo in the shadow of the old West End Academy.
You think, 20 years, that's a really long time. He's going away. We'll never have to think about this again. And then all of a sudden, 20 years is up. Now he's coming home. It was very hard for them. It's hard for me. So we keep the pictures on the wall in the office so that we remember that we never forget.
Nathaniel's big brother could soon join him on the outside.
It would be ludicrous. It would break the barrier of common sense. And from that point of view now, I can't see him getting out.
He's just a cold-blooded murderer. If they would let him out on parole, it wouldn't be any time hardly he would kill somebody. There's not a question in my mind.
What's your message to the community? Is he going to get out?
Well, my message is, let's hope not. I don't think so. It's everything that I believe. I've been doing this job for 48 years. I've not seen too many that are worse than Anthony Cook. And those people are still locked up. And I think he probably will be as well. I'm fairly confident that that's what will happen.
If you could tell Anthony Cook anything, what would you tell him?
I would tell him I hope he rots in hell. He's going to pay for his crimes one way or another. And if he feels like he's paid for him now, wait till the next life.
There is so much more to this story. That is why we have put together an hour-long program on WTOL 11 and also our YouTube channel.
If you are outraged or even frightened by the thought of Anthony Cook being released, we have an address on WTOL.com to write to the parole board.
I do want to mention before we go any further, this is one of those periods. I grew up here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan. I remember as a child these frightening moments for families, for parents, as this traveled through the news. There was also another, following the Cook brothers, believe it or not, there was another serial killer who worked around 6 different states, including the Toledo area. Alton Coleman and Deborah Brown went on a massive killing spree around 6 states. So there were these pockets of moments throughout our history here in Northwest Ohio.
Alton Coleman and Deborah Brown, they better not be sons either.
No, probably not.
So I was trying to get in the big leagues.
We've been in the big.
Yeah. You are the.
No,
big
I'm talking about the serial killer big league. But I think we got the.
No, you
We
are.
do got the record with the some guy. He got the record. Some guy.
Yeah. Samuel Little. Here they go. Here they go right here. Here go Alton Coleman and Deborah Brown. Oh, he got executed already. Alton Coleman and Deborah Brown. Jeez. So they were black too.
So this is Sunman, Bonnie and Clyde.
The pattern seems to be that while Coleman, accompanied by Brown, perpetrates acts of violence against almost anyone he comes in contact with.
Authorities believe Coleman began his spree of murder and rape at the end of May, when he allegedly.
She wore today, but that's her organization. Because a lot of these people that protest, they part of different organizations. Like, these people ain't just regular people from the community. These are activists too, for whatever cause they have. Because you really can't get black people to come out for this type of shit. They not already, you know what I'm saying, activists.
Well, you might, like, obviously you could for a white police officer. That goes without saying, right? But you might be able to get a smaller amount of, like, women out if it takes on, like, a, men are and men are bad type of narrative.
Not really. Not in the black community. Maybe white women could, like start some protest and bring out some black women with them, but it's really hard for getting the black women to come out against violence. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. Because they're immersed in it. They're used to it. They don't know what a lot of violence is. Like, their calibrations is.
It's a good point.
Groups Black on Black Crime, Black Women's Army, and Black Man's Army marched in front of the Thurgood Marshall Center Saturday evening in support of that 61-year-old woman who was attacked while walking her 2 dogs by 2 teens that law enforcement says is responsible for dozens of crimes around the city.
A senior should be able to come to walk their dog in any neighborhood at any time, whether it's on Huff, Shaker, or wherever. They should be safe.
The rec center has a camera on every corner and captured the attack as it happened on October 31st. You can see the woman walking down the sidewalk with her 2 dogs as she heads to her car. Suddenly, you can see in the top right corner of the screen the 2 teens, a 14-year-old and a 17-year-old, run up on her. The teens snatch the victim's car keys out of her hand. They even kick her dog. The 61-year-old valiantly tries to fight the teens off, even as one of the teens pulls out what appears to be a gun. And
that's a extendo.
Even as one of the teens.
That look like a 30-round dick.
Yeah, they're like rats, dude. I swear to God. They're like little pirates. They just come, kick your dog, kick you, take your car. Like, fuck, man.
They pulling up with the dicks, bro. It's a wrap. Just gotta give it up.
The skinny ones with the dreads. I don't get it.
What the hell?
That's what they call it, Mark. They call it the 30-round dick.
I know.
Oh, I was about to.
This shit is sick, man.
I mean, Mark, what you? If this you right here, like, what you doing, bro?
Well, I carry heat, and then I bounce and
crashing.
I'm not saying I'm on some Mayo shit, but for my son, I'm gonna just give up my car. Just for my. That's. If it's for my son, I'm gonna give up my car. So I can't trust him.
If you ain't have a son, you crashing out.
I'm crashing out. Yeah, we blasted. I'm going out.
All right.
Yeah, I'm telling the truth. If I have
believe
a son,
you, bro. I believe you.
But because of my son, I'm like, I can get another car, so I'm not really worried about. I'm not hurting.
All right, so you going the Mossy route. Mexican standoff.
Yeah, if I wasn't a dad.
New guy, what you doing, bro?
Yo, do you guys carry guns down there? Like, are you afraid of this type of shit ever happening to you, or how does it work for you down there?
What do you mean, in Jersey, or just in general?
Just I guess in general, but yeah, like where you're located.
I live my life, man. That's it. I live upbeat.
Definitely scared of shit like this happening for sure, but I don't walk around with a pipe on me. Nah.
Because like up here, we don't really have that many sons. Like we have other groups doing other bullshit, but in terms of like the gun violence, we just don't really have it here because we just don't really have a culture of guns and we don't have sons. and that's just a deadly combination.
It's not Toronto. Certain parts of Toronto.
I can't even even if like I've been to Toronto before, and it's like it doesn't strike me as a particularly dangerous place.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because like I said, I have family up there, so I do go up there often. I mean, you just gotta live life, man. I live life, man. I just like that's why I do the Umbritos in my area. Those clubs are safer, they're calmer. I just know how to surround myself. I don't do sun clubs at all. I cannot do it. I won't do it.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Like, no, I will cross the street if I see a sun. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I just don't care. And yeah, it's not worth it, man. Like,
but I think up there,
Facebook Marketplace, like, I'm not gonna reply. Like, it's just not worth. It's just a hassle, man. Like, I don't want to pick like the one son who's a good man out of the other 100, right? It's just like so just time wasting and. Yeah.
But I think up there it's a little more calmer. Suns are a little more calmer up there. But I know what you mean.
Like, yeah, we have people getting stabbed on like Caravana and stuff, but like we don't have the number. Like we don't have like numbers. We don't have numbers that you guys have like in Chicago. We just don't have like these crazy numbers that just get posted year after year, where people just get eliminated by bullets just whizzing by.
Yeah, it's scary, man.
And like this here, this video we're looking at right here, like.
That's the Midwest though, man. You know, you got a good bracket over there. You got Chicago, Cleveland, Detroit. That's pretty good brackets. Cincinnati, you know, those are Indianapolis. So you talking about big brackets over there, man.
If anything, we have like more Patels doing some of this type of behavior.
By Vancouver and stuff, because I remember I ran into those Patels. They were telling me about that.
Yeah, we've got if you have an open border, you're just like, if you invite in the third world DNA, then eventually you will start having their problems. Like it's just that simple.
But the good thing about the Patels, they don't come with too much gun violence, but they do come with their paws, with their glizzies. I'll get y'all women.
Yeah, no, they bring their no culture is quite like, I don't know what it is. Like, it's just no culture is comparable to like the Sun murder culture. Like, I can't think of something that's like even close to comparable.
Umbritos, sorry, but they still, I think Umbritos are more organized, so that's why. Because like when I search. Yeah, when I search guys, they have knives and stuff, and I'm like, yo, not put it back in the car. They do it.
Yeah, they're not shooting into crowds and stupid shit like that.
Yeah, I remember one time I did one club, which was crazy. It was an MS-13. I was like, shit, what the f was I thinking? You know, but it was respectable. You know, they said, just for you, we're not going to act up. You know, I got lucky.
I'm curious to see like if Trump actually does something, like because they've been talking about it for like weeks now with that, what's that glider, that Hoffman, or what's his name, something man,
he's legit. I like him.
He's talking a big
and
game.
I like Cash Patel. I like that pick too.
I don't like how the first thing he says is waking up and prioritizing his.
You talking about Cash Patel? You don't like him? You said?
No. I mean, I like him. I just kind of don't like how he introduced himself to the world, you know. Like, what do you even mean whenever you say wake up in the morning and prioritize it? Just don't get it.
That's Patel talk, man. Not even Patel talk.
No, that's Republican talk.
That's Republican talk. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I mean, I like him. I think he's very articulate. He's really sharp. Very sharp. Cash Patel.
Oh, you talking about, what did Trump name him? The head of the
FBI.
Oh, the FBI. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I'll say this much: like, he doesn't come off to me as like a complete like Zionist or like war hawk, like absolute like Jew first shill. So like, that's already a step in the right direction.
No, he's legit. That's to me. I like him. Out of those two guys he picked, I like those two. And let's see if they clean it up. I know New York mayor, he's really he's trying to follow orders. So we'll see.
Yeah, but Eric Adams has been like talking some shit about like the Democrats for like a while now, even before Trump won, right? Like,
yeah, he already saw what they were doing. So he knew.
The Biden
and he's trying to
DOJ, didn't they already investigate Eric Adams like months ago at this point?
Yeah, and he's trying to make sure that if Trump pardoned him, it's a wrap. Eric Adams is never going to say a bad word about Trump.
Eric Adams, like he's using his brain cells here, I think.
Finally.
But Holman is like out of all the picks, Holman was like the one that I'm like, all right, this guy like
he's legit.
Yeah. Well, I don't know yet. We got to wait and find out, right? That's the main thing.
When Trump picked Matt Gaetz, that was the
control. That was just a troll.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I didn't think it was because
Yo, I didn't even know you was on the panel, bro. What's cracking?
What up?
Yo, what you doing if this you, bro? You giving it up or you crashing out?
Talk about in this picture.
Yeah, if these YNs pull up on you with the 30-round dick,
Man, yeah, I don't know. I think that anyway, right?
you crashing out. Yo, new guy, bro. What's you crashing out or you giving the will up?
Oh, dude. If these dudes come, man, even with if they run up on me, even if they have their hands in their little front hoodie pocket, I'm still gonna be like, yeah, just take it. Like they don't even have to have the gun. I know what they're capable of. It ain't worth it, bro.
Yeah, I'm giving this. I can get another car, bro.
Yeah,
I can't get another life.
Yeah.
If your girl's in the car, you pull her ass the out, and then you let these fucking proto-humans take your shit. That's what it is.
Yeah. You be like, look, these niggas outside. It's time to get the out.
Yeah, basically.
Unless you want to die, like, because I'm going.
She ballsy for just, I don't know what she was thinking.
She got that old people not giving a going on. That's probably what old people stop caring after a while.
Yeah, she like, I'm 61. I made it this far.
Also, like she's black. She's a old black lady. So she's kind of like, it's just kind of like a dance almost. Like as long as you like dance the right way, the right rhythm, like they won't shoot you. But if you dance with the wrong rhythm, then they will. So you gotta like
they would have smoked her, man. They just had a brain for a second because they got the car.
The thing that helped her out was they already had the keys. I think they snatched the keys off her immediately.
Exactly.
So they like, all right, we already got the keys. Just let this get whatever. But then again, she could have been in there grabbing her heat, bro. And she could have started. So these niggas is like, still low IQ, but letting they even dig all in her car like that, not knowing what she has in there.
Yeah, but she's a woman, so I think that like if they wouldn't let a son man put his motherfucking head and his arms back in. No way.
No.
They would have blown his ass up.
Yeah, it would have been over. They thought she was sweet and probably were right because she probably didn't do anything.
Yeah, they kick her dog too. Like they're such cunts, dude. They're so awful.
Like the dog, like what the I got to do with this?
Dude, it's like an infestation in every state in America. It's like a factory every year. There's just like a new 12-year-old with a gun.
It's crazy. I think I just found out today, one of my students, he told me how he got through the border, yo. I couldn't believe he said that crazy ass story. One of my eighth grade students, how the family got through. I was like, what the fuck? So he was saying that he was afraid, I'm like, nah, you'd be all right. As long as their parents just work and they gotta make sure they get their shit together with the immigration lawyers. Couldn't believe that shit.
I want Holman to like take every single person, like as many as possible, and just expel them. That would be a good thing.
Yeah, but for the kid for that kid to tell me that means a lot of my Umbrito students probably came here illegal. I'm thinking that.
Oh, absolutely.
New guy, would you be in favor of like reparations if it was like, all right, we're gonna give you a check, but you gotta get out and not come back?
Yo, they do that shit in Japan. That's like a normal thing where like they literally will like pay people to go home. But like, here's the thing, right? Like if that were to be a thing, like I would be in support of it because it's going to be more expensive at the end of the day to keep them in the long run. It's just not worth it, like.
Oh man, let's
like Nigtow, do you think it would be a good idea if the United States of America demographically transformed into a Latin America country? I don't think so. I think that would be all. So
it would turn into South America.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, all America is what? It's just land, right? There's nothing like.
It's no magic dirt.
Yeah, the whole magic dirt theory. I hate people who subscribe to that. It's so annoying and stupid.
If it was magic dirt, the Native Americans would have had
Yeah,
exactly.
But here's the thing, though. As far as if the demographics change here, one thing though this country does have though is that Constitution, that Bill of Rights, and all that shit, the foundation which is set on, is really hard to change that shit. Now you would have these people like sons living under that. Those sons, like even if you look at Sons in America, we still are like the most civilized sons in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because of that Constitution. So unless these groups come in and change the Constitution, the framework of the country, the founding document, like it's going to be very hard for them to like completely turn this country into shit. Because as long as there's a little bit of gliders here to keep the lights on, you know what I mean? It's kind of like you ever go? I don't know how what I could describe it as, but it would kind of be like you ever been to like this? Like when I worked at Home Depot, right? When I first got there, it was just like a bunch of people just running around like worker bees and shit and blah blah blah. Black people just on the floor working, doing their jobs, hardware, this department, that department, a couple of Hispanics and a few whites or whatever. But when you'd go into the managers meeting, right? Or you tuck your head in there when the manager's having the meeting.
Oh, wait.
It's less black.
Oh, okay.
That's where where the floor, the sales floor would be probably 90% black. The managers meeting would be like an Indian, 2 Hispanics, 3 whites, all 3 white people that work in the store. You know what I'm saying? And like the rest black. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? So it's like as long as you got enough to, you know what I'm saying, like white people, like think about it. What population could whites get to where this country could devolve into a third world country?
Like probably South Africa. Like there's clearly a critical mass where if you just go below it, then it's just kind of
60 now. There's 60% now, dude.
Like it's here's the thing. We don't want to get there, right? Like
No,
let's
I don't want to get there.
these people instead. Like why think about getting there?
But the thing is that gliders are declining, but some people aren't increasing their number. They're like staying pretty stagnant. So the other groups that are going to be the majority in the future is going to be non-sons.
The other group. It's only one group.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because like,
so it's not going to be South Africa. Not to cut you off.
It almost like from the if the Sun Man could think for just one moment, like it almost makes sense for a Sun Man to want like a white nationalist country himself, because what other group of people are going to put up with Sun if they become the majority?
Nobody. And I think
sons
sons know that like intuitively. I think sons know that intuitively because if you look around the world, like everywhere was slavery. There was slavery in Brazil. There was slavery in Mexico. There were more slaves in Mexico than the United States. There was slavery in the Arab world. The only people sons, press out about that shit, cuss out and tell and stand on a podium and on a pulpit and shout about to is gliders, because they know there's not going to be any consequences for it. And gliders are going to like cajole them and do apologize to them, talk about reparations. Okay, let's talk. Let's sit back and talk about it. Even they're not going to do it, but them other races, we know it's not even worth it to tell them about it, because we know they're going to be like, man, off.
Yeah, no, the best a Sun Man could, the best life a Sun Man could ever have on this planet would be as a minority in a 90% white America. That's the best you can get. You will never go past that, and you and the gliders are going to, learn that within the next coming decades, and it's not going to be very fun, I don't think, for either, but especially Sun people.
Yeah, sons know that intuitively. It's just like it's kind of like just, you don't have to. It's like a DNA. It's in our DNA. We know gliders. Like once we get around gliders, we know that they're the good ones. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that we can talk to. They're the ones that, you know what I'm saying, play fair. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that create rules. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is similar to us, even though they're not us either, but they're similar as far as their you know what I'm saying, as far as like savagery.
No, other groups are repulsed by sons. Like if you're at their dinner table with them, like they don't want their daughters marrying son people. Like they're completely repulsed by
like the Tigers, the Patels.
Tigers hate us.
Basketball player or a football player or entertainer, something like that. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, you could but just a regular son. Oh
yeah, exactly.
No, they're not. And listen, the thing about that is that we are racist too, but it's a different energy. Like their racism is like a brick wall. They're like, no, keep these. We don't want to share your blood. We'll share other races' blood. We like pretty hair, babies with pretty hair. We're not afraid of your blood. I think that those other races are afraid of our blood.
They don't even want. Yeah.
So are gliders. Gliders are too. We're just not allowed to like say it. Like, but you raise a good point here because like
you
think
sure
about
that? You sure about that? Because mud sharks love our blood, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah, mud shark. It's a good point to raise because it's a funny like dichotomy here. Like the mud shark will be like usually overweight, less education, and she'll get like a son man. Whereas like a fit, attractive black woman, she has to be attractive and very fit for her to get a white man. And if you look at the pairings between those two, that kind of theme plays out. But I think the majority of of gliders are just like other groups. They're not really interested in mixing all that much.
I always thought it was the rebellious glider was the one who was trying to race.
I live in a town though. I live in a town where like literally like sons have started to invade this town. And you know, it's probably more on burritos that have invaded the town, but we're talking about 100%, let's just say 98% white town that's now probably 90% white, right? And you know, you can feel it, right? So the little white girls here, man, I mean, they love them some sun, man. It appears that way. Let me just say it appears that way. I'm not in high school. I'm not in, you know, college age. I don't live in their world, but just from going out and about, it appears that if it's 10 Brads and one son man,
they're taking that son. Yep.
No, that son man has a better chance than those 10 Brads combined because, you know, our aggressiveness, our upfrontness, our boldness, you know what I'm saying, our ability to just call it like it is. Like some men just be like, a white girl might be fine as hell, right? And she might live her whole life never being told, damn, you fine as shit. And here comes a son man like, damn, baby, you fine as shit. That's maybe the first time she's ever been told that.
Yeah, no, I get your point, but like if you just look at the data, actually, if you look at like there's like some infamous like OkCupid studies that came out like a decade ago, and and they basically show that like white men in general are basically seen as the most attractive group of people among all women, like all minority women, and basically all the stereotypes you could think about were basically confirmed. Like, yeah, Asian women prefer white men, and at least that's what the data says. White women prefer white men. Mexican women do too, and all that.
But black women prefer black men. I think they're an outlier.
Yeah, black women are the one. Like, black women and white women are very race loyal.
Yeah, I think black sisters, man. They going down with the shit, man. But yeah, let me play this video, man.
You can see the woman walking down the sidewalk with her two dogs as she heads to her car. Suddenly, you can see in the top right corner of the screen the two teens, a 14-year-old and a 17-year-old, run up on her. The teens snatch the victim's car keys out of her hand. They even kick her dog. The 61-year-old valiantly tries to fight the teens off, even as one of the teens pulls out what appears to be a gun and aims it at her. Eventually, the senior loses the fight and her car as the teen suspects take off in her Kia.
She hasn't been here since the incident happened. So we want her to know that we want her to come back. She's loved, she's going to be safe, and she can walk her dog.
How can you guarantee her safety, brother?
That's literally a lie.
You can't guarantee nothing for that woman, man. without the police being there.
It's getting out of hand.
The group says it's time to take a
Getting out of
stand and
hand.
instill core values in the city's youth again.
Respect your elders. That is instilled in our head, and I don't know what's happening lately. Lately, you've been seeing a lot of assaults on elders, the seniors.
15-year-old Arthur McCoy knows firsthand about
I hear how
My entire 7th grade year, I was cutting classes, getting suspended, and
I hear how sons can just act like sons have like a really bad short term memory thing where they act like all this that happens today is like this is like the first iteration of any like sons were just peaceful, like elderly, respecting the elderly and just non-violent before 2024. Like it's so irritating.
Man, you ain't my age, man, and you got to hear niggas talk about some back in my day we used to fight with our hands, and it's like, oh my god, nigga, what the are you talking about? Wait till you get older, you gonna hear him saying that.
It's too bad we didn't have Twitter in like the 1800s going forward, and then we could have documented all this bullshit, dispel all the rumors, all this lying and shit. Sons have always been killers.
Yeah, man, it used to be like this, man.
I don't know. I don't think there's certain people that won't wake up from that. They'll and they can be smart too, really smart, educated people.
Oh yeah,
but
all these,
there's no snapping it out. It doesn't matter. You can
throughout all these niggas' lives, sons have been violent. Like
they won't accept it. They reject it.
it's just they'll swear to God that this it wasn't like this.
If you talk about Negroes from Negro land to certain black people, they're gonna say that
They'll look at you crazy.
You're ignorant. They're gonna be like, you're ignorant, and you don't deserve to be talking or working here.
Yeah, I mean, well, you gotta understand, right? If you talk to a Sun person about Negroes in Negro land, you're basically saying some people have like an 80 IQ, and like you just gotta, a group of people. Like human beings, what color are not prepared to accept like intellectual inferiority.
Yeah, no,
right?
it's 60. It's gonna be like a shooting for 60. So it could be like somewhere between 45.
It's a glider. He's trying to be nice.
But
yeah. 80 is gonna be like for the foundation of Black
curve,
America.
man. It's the bell curve. You're gonna have distribution.
Exactly.
You're gonna have sons with high IQs, but there's going to be less of them than other groups. And you're going to have sons in the medium range of IQ where, just the regular general range. It's going to be a lot of them in there too, but it's going to be the majority of them are going to be in the medium to the low range. And the ones who have high IQs within those son societies, they're going to seem weird.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah. The average IQ is 100, period. Gliders, 50% of gliders have 100 IQ. Asians, it's like 62%, I think. Sons, only 15%.
But hold on, he's talking about mulattoes, Melungeons.
Yeah, North American
everything that's considered a son here is like, I mean, the admixture is crazy. I would love to know how many like sons like me. You know what I'm saying? Russell.
Oh yeah, like the
Durant, LeBron James. That got that look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even T.I., even a motherfucker like T.I., just a regular son man with nappy hair. I would love to see that. What it is for us.
I'm calling it now. I'm no better than an 85. I'm just gonna say that.
Shout out to Oakview, man. Shout out to Oakview, man. Salute to my man Douglas Chunks, man, coming in from Alaska, man. We gonna check on Alaska after this, man. We gonna check on Alaska. Let me move.
I was cutting classes, getting suspended, getting into fights.
He belongs to a program called Man to Man, taught by members of the groups represented at the rally.
About it. In my 8th grade year in middle school, I turned it all around. I had an amazing 8th grade year. I made honor roll points and everything.
But Arthur says he started to go down a bad path again this year.
I know I'm wrong, and I know I shouldn't have done it. I'm still working now to correct that. With God, all things are possible. So
he says groups like Man to Man can help troubled teens become better people. He told me he's disgusted by the behavior of the two teens who carjacked that senior citizen.
So here's my question. What are you going to do to change this? because you owe this woman and her dogs apology.
No justice.
The group hopes.
Bro, what?
Yo, the audacity.
No,
They didn't say apology.
that's a good kid though.
See, that's
That's a good
why
kid though.
California
So
is pushing an apology for reparations.
Yo, he said the dog deserves one too from white folks.
but he was a good kid. You could tell he got caught up.
Yeah,
you can tell.
He's a good kid. I'll give him good kid status. I mean,
He got caught up twice though.
Hey, he's still the son that y'all want to tell the league.
Yeah, he's surrounded. Like, you ever been to a Sun school, man? I'm sure some of you guys went to Sun school.
Yes.
Like, it's not a school. It's not a school. It's a social setting.
Yeah.
It's not a school.
Just fun. You just in class. Niggas trying to on our classmates. That's it.
Yeah, it's not a school, man. The Sun school is the school part is just there if you can somehow grasp it through all the bullshit. It's there for you. The teachers teaching lessons, there's books and shit. But
performative.
The actual social, if you're anybody like who's like mildly popular or has any kind of status, yo, it's not a school, man. It's not a school.
Yeah.
And my shoes, I was going to schools, there's drama, nigga shit. You was just chasing the fattest ass in the class.
Yeah, it's more like a zoo. Like when I was coming up, like the few sons that we had were in like the behavioral class, and so they kind of segregated them there.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do,
more
bro.
like a jungle. At least in the zoo, they're behind a cage.
Just gotta put most of the sons in the slow class.
Yeah, in a
That
zoo,
doesn't
the
help.
animals can't rip each other up.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Let's see.
But, you know, they said
police are investigating.
I think they said Eskimos developed. I think it was Eskimos. They developed some sort of where they have like their spatial awareness. They developed like higher spatial awareness because they had to.
Nigtel.
Hello.
It's proprioception.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but I just thought that shit was interesting. Like how different groups develop different traits based on like the environments they have to survive in.
Proprioception.
Yes.
What the hell is that?
It's the way you perceive the space around your body and your relation to it.
Oh wow.
But situational awareness is good enough.
See, the Sun Man cares about how they look, you know.
Yeah.
They care but they don't really care about, you know, what surrounds them.
Yeah, some man cares about things you can see because we don't have that what's the word? Not analog. God damn, not analog.
I know what you're saying.
IQ?
No, what's the word
it's
when something is not in front of your
awareness,
face?
situational.
When something is there, but it's like it's not. It's only there in the mind. It's only there in the
Conceptual ability.
I use this
I
word
don't
all the
know.
time. I can't believe I
Abstract. Ability to abstract. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have abstraction. Yeah. We struggle with that mightily.
And developing tonight, police are investigating a shooting in East Anchorage that happened just after 3 this morning. Officers arrived to the 1000 block of Hoyt Street and found an adult male who had been shot in the upper body. He was taken to the hospital and is being treated. Police don't have any suspect information at this time, but ask anyone with information regarding this incident or surveillance video to contact police dispatch. That's 311 option 1 or call 907-786-8900 option 0.
So there's a shooting.
Tonight in Atlanta,
There was a shooting in Alaska, man. Let's see. I wouldn't be surprised if that was some sons, man. I just wouldn't be surprised because we did the video. They got sons up there that come from. They get paid. They get money to come there. Like you get like $14,000 a year to come to Alaska.
Single moms too.
Yeah.
Developing tonight, police are investigating a shooting in East.
Oh, that's the same one.
Ireland and Alaska, like damn.
Everywhere is like that. Let's see. Wow. Yeah, it's not a lot of crime going on up here. Not a lot going on up here. Not a lot of anything. Like one thing that is true though about white people though, like they don't like assault each other much, man. They don't. You know what I'm saying? Like they not like fighting in the streets and shit. You know
And when they do, they help themselves up too.
Yes, isolated incidents.
Yeah.
Anchorage woman's feeling lucky to have escaped injury after shots were fired.